Hey Game Master and player, do me a favor. Stop looking at most everything in the game as being a inconvenient thing if you spend too much time on it. This game is a mind game. For example, if you get to a door and there's a rogue in your group and they want to check the door, make sure there's no traps, check if it's locked. All these little details they want to verify and test before you try to just grab the handle and turn and go in. If the rogue is trying everything and you're getting annoyed with how long that is taking, so you just have your character grab the handle, open the door, and go forward, you are not taking the gaming session experience in and just simply enjoying it. You are in a rush. You want to get in there. Is there a treasure? Is there an encounter? Whatever it is, get that and go. I get it. There's a lot of male players that it's like going shopping at a mall. You just want to get in and go. But what does that really turn into? It turns into you turning off your mind. I'm not saying that you should spend like a real life hour on the door. That's not what I'm saying. But I see a lot of games where players are ready to speed through that after, say, like 3 to 5 minutes. It's like, no, this is a mind game. Stop and talk. Partake, in the situation. And if you really want to have your character feel like this is taking too long, role play that into the game. Right? Turn that into something positive. Use that energy where you're going, oh, as a player, I want to get by this, that negative energy. Turn that into something good. Role play that into the scene through your character. But don't just rush by all this stuff. I mean, you're there to role play and have the experience. If you're only stopping when a sword is coming at your character's head, that's the only time you're not rushing by the scene, we have an issue. You're not really playing much of a role-playing game if you're rushing by a lot of scenes where role-play can happen, and maybe you're only stopping at things like combat, or if you're forced to, like at the trap, but you're unhappy. But in the combat, you don't got to do a lot of thinking, you just got to say, attack. And I will be real with you. In recent times, I see more groups rushing by all this stuff, and because of it, there's not much role play. They spend most of their time in combat, and at one point, they're back at the town, saying, okay, my character's going to go buy something at the blacksmith shop. There's no real move to the blacksmith shop. The game master is just asking what they want to buy. They figure it out of game, out of character, and then back in, I guess, to playing back on the road to the next dungeon or whatever. And I am including Pathfinder 2nd Edition and 5e groups. I see doing this often. You don't need to criticize people about roleplay. You don't even need to force them to roleplay. As a game master, the best you can do is make it that players have to go through the scenes properly. There's just no skipping by the door really quickly being fools. There's no skipping over, roleplay in the town. If the character wants to go to the shop, you make it that they have to actually go to the shop and interact with the guy who runs the shop. If you simply just make them have to go through this stuff, they will just roleplay. It will just happen. You don't have to force it. You don't have to preach about it. You don't have to call them crap players. You just put them in situations where roleplay is necessary. They have to speak for their character. The guy behind the counter is not going to react to no noise or nothing being said. Again, I'm not saying linger, say, at a doorway for an hour. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying be ridiculous. There is a certain point where you do move things along. But if it's within the first, say 2 or 3 minutes in every scene, right up to the fight, then you are playing an MMO or board game or video game. You're definitely not, playing or running a TTRPG. Slow down a bit and enjoy the actual experience, not just rolling dice and saying somebody got hit or somebody missed. All right, for now, take care. You know what you can do? You can hit the like button. You can share the video. Oh, and there's another button you can press. That one that lets you subscribe to my channel for more content. Oh yeah, there's that bell thing. You can press that so you know when I've uploaded a new video right away.